May 30th, 2025. We got 2 more days. 2 more days to the end of the month. Remember about your CV, guys, and the 10% is going on throughout the rest of the month. And then of course you've got the percentage off for your new first customers. So yesterday we were blown away by this gentleman. And so if you missed it, please make sure you hear the replay. But I just want to bring up brother minister, leader, awesome dude, Willie Mooney, and give us some nuggets for our Friday, leading us into the weekend, and whatever else has been placed on your heart, sir.
Great morning, Kathy. Great morning, great morning, great morning.
Great morning, day clean.
Wow. Go ahead again, man. Say that one more
I
time.
said good morning, day clean to you.
Praise God. Well, we have made it to Friday and we are, wow, one way away from June. One day, right? Today and tomorrow will I'll say two. Let me give you two. And it's amazing how we're almost at the complete of a second quarter. Wow. That speaks volume because time waits for nobody. Nobody, nobody, nobody. I'm still motivated and I'm still excited because of exactly what I feel that is happening with our company, Akana. We're a gift from God in the hands of God. And understanding purpose, understanding our visionary, what direction she's going in, what direction she's leading this company in. It's just phenomenal to see everything unfold. Which, as things develop and as we approach the harvest of our lives, the harvest of what's going to happen in full with Akana, we just made 6 years. We have to kind of identify what else is happening underneath the ground. What else can come to harvest when we're pushing and pressing towards the mark. So yesterday I talked about in this season of cultivation, I talked about removing distractions, the weeds that can be in our garden. And it kind of hit hard because I said certain thoughts like while you know while we're sleeping, the enemy is trying to destroy and sowing weeds in our garden. And there are certain distractions, distractions like doubt or disorder, that can really choke us out if we're not careful. So to kind of pay attention to those distractions, today I want to encourage and motivate the leader in you. Like anytime I'm giving a message always starts with me. I praise God that he comes right back and encourages that leader in me. So I want to do the same for everyone here who's at the sound of my voice. I want to encourage that leader in you. And and prayerfully it'll be motivation to keep on pushing, but while standing also guard to the garden, guarding your garden. A leader protects, a leader guards, while a leader continues to push. And everybody has some form of leadership in them. So, growth, I want to start out by saying growth is not just what you plant, it is about what you protect, And I. I love that I get the opportunity. I've been blessed with the opportunity. I've been blessed with the stewardship to have a team. And it's amazing seeing the growth of that team. At the same time, it's just put in me that you protect your babies. Now, they're not babies, they're grown folks. However, what we plant, what we grow, it is about what we also protect. So I protect my team, you know. Um, I just can't help it, as and let me transfer over to my family, being a leader of my home, I'm married. We celebrate 4 years in June. I protect my family. I protect my wife. It is part of the cultivation process. So, and as a leader, we do that. So I want to open up by just planting a thought, and it's really a charge. I want you to be motivated and charged about what God has given you to protect, and understanding and really decreeing that kind of thinking about it like this, like you can't grow a powerful harvest in a field full of distractions. Let me say that one more time. You can't grow a powerful harvest in a field of distractions. They're weeds. So I want to talk to all the leaders, and I want to share with you that the enemy of fruitfulness is not always failure. A lot of times it's those small, subtle distractions. By using words like, I almost got it, or this is good enough, or I'll get it the next time. Those kind of can be distractions in such a way that you're speaking into existence what, even if it has happened, is not the end, right? There's still weeds in that garden. See, real leadership requires guardianship, right? Guardianship. Real leadership requires tongue twister, guardianship. uh, so guard your gardens, guard the fields that you have planted in. Don't let the animals come up and eat and destroy what you have planted. Because now you're starting to see some stuff peak, right? If you've been following this, is starting to peek through that soil, and that's a little fragile plant that's starting to peak, and you want to guard that. You want to continue as you in your cultivating season to guard it. So I want to offer 3 reminders. This is not going to be long at all, about what I call weed management, right? And I'm offering this to the leader of you. Weed management. Just a couple reminders. And this is reminder number 1. Distraction is always dressed up as an opportunity. Let me say that one more time. Distractions are always dressed up as an opportunity. Not everything that looks good is aligned with your assignment. So this is a space where we have to probably discern, evaluate, and ask ourselves, what is our purpose? What vision what vision has been shared with you, right? Where is your purpose? So this type of distraction that's dressed up an opportunity, it pulls you away from your purpose. It's a weed. Clear as day, it's a weed. So don't go for the dangling carrot, right? That might not be it. So number 2 is this, and this is part of weed management. And this is the big one. It's always the one in the middle. I'm only going to give you 3, but it's always the one in the middle that hits kind of hard. Remember, message starts with me. And just confirmation for me. What you tolerate will eventually take over. What you tolerate will eventually take over. So just because, and I'll look at it from a flat belly lifestyle point of view, there's certain food that are on our even sometimes good list that we probably can tolerate it, but life has proven that we shouldn't have it. And I'm let me just be straight out transparent. Meat, we probably can tolerate it, some of us, but we probably should not have it, right? And it may be on our list. So I'm going to just say that. Or elephants in the room. Let me just say that. See, we probably tolerate elephants in the room, but eventually those elephants in the room will take over. See, leaders it's a must always confront what threatens clarity. If it's if it threatens the essence and the idea of clarity, we have to pull that weed. It's so if you got a leader in your midst and things are not clear, you can expect for that leader to speak up in clarity. Why? Because what you tolerate will eventually take over. So you either pluck it out or let it choke you later. Let me say that one more time. You either pluck it out or let it choke you out later and tap out. I don't think that's what you want to do. So what you tolerate will eventually take over. So elephants in the room gotta go. Number 3, peace is a sign of protected soil. Peace, having peace is a sign of protected soil. When your spirit is unsettled, when my spirit is unsettled, it might be time for me to do a garden inspection. If my peace, God gives us peace, and if I ain't at peace, something's wrong. Something has me unsettled, and that means it's time for me to inspect my garden, inspect my life, inspect my feelings, to identify what has me feeling that way, because it's a distraction, right? And distractions also disrupt our flow before it steals our results. Let me say that one more time. Distraction. It's a distraction if you don't have peace. And what happens is that distraction will disrupt our flow before it steals our results. So having peace is so important. So this is my call to action, and I'm done for this morning. I want to ask all of us, right? Like God has asked me, what needs to be pulled from my daily routine, pulled out, plucked out from my daily routine, my mindset, or even my team dynamic? What needs to be eliminated from some of my team distractions, from some of my personal distractions? What is that weed that needs to be pulled out, right? And it could be in my daily routine. What am I doing daily that just needs to go, right? And one other thing I would ask, that because God asked me, I'm gonna ask you the same. Have I let a small thing become a system of sabotage? Right? And sometimes it can be those elephants in the room. It could be the elephant in your family. It could be, you know what I mean? It can be a small thing, but then it turns into a big thing, and then it turns into a whole system of sabotage. So have I let something small become a system, or something big, a system of sabotage? So this week, well, no, you know what? I'm not going to even say the whole week. Let's just say today. Today, I want us to identify and remove one weed. It's a distraction. It's a delay. Or maybe it's just something that's a draining habit. It drains you every time you come in contact with it, or every time you do it. That's a distraction. It needs to go. So identify that today, right? Declare your space of sacred peace. Declare that mental space, that harmony space. Declare that. What is that space and that mindset that keeps you in harmony, and that's sacred to you, that's important to you? Now, and then I want you to speak this decree aloud. I guard my garden. I protect my peace. I make room for my harvest. Let's say that one more time. I guard my garden. I protect my peace, and I make room for my harvest. Well, I didn't want to hold you all long today. I wanted to speak to that leader in you, because you are powerful. You have dominion, power, and authority over your garden, and you can move mountains with the faith of a mustard seed. So I pray that everybody was able to receive it like I was able to receive that same message. Why? Because message starts with M-E. Message starts with me. Love you all. Back to you, Kathy.
Wow, thank you so much for really bringing that into focus. I mean, you're right. Number two was was a big deal, and we just have to. Yeah, I love how you just give us food for thought. So thank you so much for that. That was amazing. Guys, it is Friday, as he said. If you've got weekend events, make sure that you're equipped. Make sure to always have your tools with you. I'll give you a quick example. I was at the store the other day, and I always keep a sample kind of case in my truck so that I can have all different types of samples, right? And so it might be some or products that I need to say, not samples, but samples and products together, along with postcards and everything. My point is, make sure you're prepared because I was able to sell something for more than 100. I think it was like $106 out of my truck just by having stuff on me, right? So I know you guys all have product in your homes. I just implore you to find some sort of container that you can keep things in your vehicle with you so that you can have all your materials there so that when you run across somebody, you have a conversation, you ask them what their blood type is, you hit it off. If they ask you, can they buy, you are ready to sell. So just a little tip. Listen, guys, go out and have a phenomenal kind of day. And oh, by the way, when you do things like that, the other step that you have to do, and we'll talk about this later, the other step that you have to do is make sure you gather all of their information, all meaning all this information on the customer registration. Go back, register them as a customer, reinvest the money that they just sent you, Cash App, cash, whatever. Replenish your supply with what you sold them. That's how you get the CV. That's how you get the profit. That's how you get the information. All right.
Oh, one
Have a
last
great.
thing, Kathy.
Yes.
My apology. Rubies and above, we will see you on the next call.
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
All right. We'll see you guys there. And I hope you guys go out and have an Akana kind of day. Remember that tomorrow morning is another opportunity. Sunday is another opportunity. I posted the opportunity calls on our Facebook page, but tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, and Sunday, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. Yes. So, and any other updates will come via email. Have a great rest of the day. Bye for now.